Welcome to Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining me, Scorpio. This reading is for June 2022. Thank you for coming in and spending a little time trying to see what the month is bringing for you. This bird is like the tree of life. The tree is on the top. As you go down to the roots of the tree, the trunk and the roots. The issue here we have is the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands here indicates that this is not a very a happy moment for you. Some of you might be going through a dissolution of a marriage or a partnership, or feeling oppression, or maybe even, if you do have a partner, you may not end up getting married, or some kind of business arrangement for some of you that might not have gone well, that might not be going through. So let's go ahead and see what else the reading has. This is the World. So this is the World card. The World card indicates basically just, end of the fool's journey, card of universal understanding, higher, kind of like a higher level of consciousness, completion of a cycle, and basically a promise of a new beginning. So it looks like something's ending in order for something else to begin. And then, of course, the reading continues. It say that with the major arcana card, the death card. It's the ending of something in order to begin something new. It could mean ending of a relationship, a chapter in your life, a habit, a way of thinking. But there's definitely a metamorphosis and growth. So there's a lot of growth here going on, a lot of metamorphosis, something ending in order to begin. But definitely not death itself, but just something ready to begin. Right here we have the Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups here indicates the beginning of a relationship, or usually romantic or spiritual. So you might be starting a new relationship with someone else, or maybe a spiritual relationship with yourself, just kind of elevating that higher sense of a level of spirituality. It can also be possibly a new birth for some of you, so congratulations for that. But it's definitely being open to new opportunities. This card reminds us to be loving, intimate, gentle, and emotional, and give yourself that opportunity. So you can see the moon does not light your path the whole way, so you will have to count on your intuition and your faith. Right here, we have what you need to dissolve. So it's a Sun card upside down. It can indicate maybe some of you have been a little bit overconfident to the point where maybe you could have your ego involved. For some of you might have a little bit of depression or ill health that may be indicated, especially with all of this going on here. It could also be your partner that's reacting that way, where they're being maybe overly confident, or maybe feeling like they're entitled to something without really having the merit. So you're kind of dealing with all of that. In the middle of the energy here, we have this kind of like the synergy of the reading. We have the Two of Wands. You can see he has a decision to make. It does represent authority, power, persuasiveness, kind of a risk taker. It can represent a partnership or collaboration with someone, but it is definitely needed for you to make a choice where you want to invest your time, your energy, and your enthusiasm. So you're coming up with that choice there. It could be business related, or maybe dealing with your relationship with your partner. Right here on your victory position, we have the moon. So the moon doesn't give you a clear view of what's going on, other than it lights your path partially. So you do want to go ahead and you make sure you use your intuition, your faith. This is a card of dreams, subconsciousness, psychic abilities, intuition. So just finding your inner voice to reach higher levels of enlightenment. That's what you're being encouraged to do in order to be victorious over this. A lot of counting on your intuition and your faith. Here we have reveals what you want. It says Major Arcana card is a star. It feels like you want hope, inspiration, kind of serenity. And of course you want that faith as well. So it's reminding you to count your blessings in order to foster that outlook that's being positive and not focus on the negativity that you're going through right there. You do have 8 stars, meaning strength. So you do have the strength to get through this. How others see you, or you see yourself, the 5 of Swords. Either you see yourself this way, or others see you as either someone betrayed you, or someone cheated, or used an unfair advantage to win. For some of you, you might have used that unfair advantage, but it looks like it was done to you, especially with the situation here. It looks like this person kind of cheated you out of something, whether it be in a marriage, in a relationship with your partner, or Maybe you just didn't want that business to go forward because you didn't feel that honesty being there. So just basically at this point, just walk away with the swords you do have, obviously. Don't try to get anything else. Going towards the light of hope and leave that bad energy behind. That what's the outcome and what's kind of radiating out is the Judgment card. It's a major arcana card. It is a card of atonement and rebirth. But it's basically just reminding you it's time to leave the past behind, along with any guilt and grievances, in order to make amends and move forward, whether it just amends with yourself or amends with the person that you're dealing with. For others of you, it's just time to make that tough decision and judgment call, basically, to get that fresh start. And then it's a fresh start for you at that point. So something that you're going through, something will have to go through a death of a chapter, of a relationship, of a way of thinking, in order to create that higher calling and that new beginning, new rebirth, new life. Right here we have the column of severity and the column of mercy. In the middle we have the column of, or the pillar as well. It's known as the pillar of harmony. And then, as we go in the reverse, it gives you a little bit more intuition on what you might want to need to do. The judgment, of course, making a judgment call, starting a new life, cutting your losses, going ahead, even though somebody's cheated you out of something or cheated on you. You have the strength to go forward, even though the path is not clear. Counter your intuition and faith. Make that tough decisions here. You have to make between the things you need to go through. Make that tough decision. Keep an open heart. Try to keep, healthy and not get depressed over this going on. And then, of course, after these chapters, then there's a new beginning. And then after a while, you might be able to get more stability and maybe, again, get more of a happiness in your life. I hope this reading brings you a new perspective on what you need to kind of look at. I hope and wish you a very peaceful rest of your month. Thank you for joining me today. I will be having a free raffle for those that subscribe. I will be picking one of the subscribers for the winner for a free raffle to get a free reading for next month. So please do subscribe to my channel. I am also available for purchasing of readings at this time. I hope to see you soon. I wish you much peace, love, and joy, and love. Thank you. Hope to see you soon.